Yeah. Da, 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 da. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I came from the corners where caution was normal, where walking was war in the mornings, where awful, where talking was mortal, where losses were portable, carrying pain like a part of the wardrobe, part of the folklore, part of the portrait, part of the stories they pass at the courthouse, part of the force that was forging the monster that never could fall when they thought it was all done, but it wasn't. I promise I'm honest, the problem was never the pressure or comments, the problem was watching the copies be calling themselves what they never embodied. They wanted the glory without any scars, they wanted the title without any losses. I wanted the hunger, the fire, the torture, the process that turned me from nothing to something, and something became an eruption. Discussion, concussion, production of dozens of functions. I'm running and gunning and stunning the public. They're wondering how I keep up with the pumping, the drumming, the buzzing, the venomous energy flooding, the blood in abundance, the punishment coming for anyone thinking they touching the summit. I'm touching and it sounds like I'm done, but I'm not though. Got another reload in the cargo, another few rounds in the archive, another few pounds of the dark side, another few scars that I can't hide, another few bars that'll flatline anybody standing in my line. And it sounds like the end, but again, I'm back in the pattern, attacking the pad with the passion and never relaxing. I'm stacking and packing the syllables into a rhythm that's hitting like automatic. I'm dragging them into the deep of the sea where the weak disappear in the blackness, then bringing them back just to show them the difference between being good and being classic. I'm dangerous, famous for changing the cadence and making the haters look aimless. They pray for a lane, but I came with the flame and I turned every stage to a spaceship. I stayed in the basement for ages, creating and shaping the pages while they were complaining. I trained to the pain, became one of my greatest acquaintances. Look at the statements, look at the placement, look at the way that I break every beat and then leave it completely abandoned. Look at the patience, look at the way I was building this brick by brick under conditions they couldn't imagine. Imagine the kid from the city with 50 ambitions and nobody listening, really just sitting and filling the notebook with visions of killing the rhythm and building the kingdom, to giving 1,000,000% of his spirit to every decision he made in a minute, committed to winning. Even if every opinion was saying he'd never be getting it, I get it, I lived it, I carried the weight and the hate and the envy and still kept on lifting. I drifted through nights where the light was invisible, still had a vision, still had a mission, still had the engine ignition, still had the ends thinking now when they mention the name, to remember the way that I came and delivered, the way that I entered the game with the rage that was shaking the frame of the picture, the way that I stayed through the rain and the pain and the days I considered walking away, but decided that quitting would never be part of the language I'm speaking, breathing. And it sounds like I'm in the sequence, but keep it repeating, cause every completion's the start of another achievement, another belief and another reason to reach for a peak that is higher than previous regions. I don't do retreats and I don't do defeats and I don't do the weak explanations. I do dedication, I do devastation, I do innovation, I do domination, I do all the work when they're looking for shortcuts and quick validations. I built a foundation so solid they probably will study the structure for generations. Generation to generation, they'll say there was somebody pacing back and forth in a room with a dream and a scheme and a hunger amazing, patiently waiting, painfully training, breaking and shaping a language until it became an invasion. And if it sounds like I'm done, then listen again, cause the rhythm is bending and stretching and never intending to end. I enter the pen with a vengeance and send every sentence to war with a grin, again and again and again and again, to the beat and the breathing and being becoming distinguishable things. No breaks, no chains, no fear, no shame, just flames, just pain, just rain, just gain. And when they think finally maybe the story is reaching its last page, I turn it and start it again. Again.